What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another New York Giants video. And in this video, I'm going to discuss our two newest draft picks, Kayvon Thibodeaux and Neal. And I'm so excited to talk about the two guys that the Giants drafted in the first round. If you missed my reaction, make sure to go check us out at Review and Preview Sports for my live reaction on the show. That was some awesome stuff. As I predicted, the two players we would get, but in reversed order. I had Neal going at 5 and Thibodeaux going at 7. I did not expect all 4 of the first 4 picks to be defense. That happened to be the case. Giants went with the trend, made sure they got their pass rusher, and then they went to get a tackle at 7. Now, before I get any further, make sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. Appreciate all the support that we've gotten. And man, I love the way Joe Schoen handled his first 2 draft picks ever as the New York Giants GM. I mean, I cannot say enough about the competency in the war room last night, the communication, the collaboration. It was awesome. Obviously, it's something you wonder, well, why couldn't Dave Gettleman do this over the course of 4 years to an extent? You know, there were some good draft picks he made, but there were others that made you shake your head. But let's get into Kayvon Thibodeaux, selected at number 5 overall out of Oregon. This guy, I mean, there's arguments he could be the best defender in this draft over Hutchinson and Trayvon Walker. Joe Schoen was sent to Oregon Pro Day along with 4 other people to see Kayvon Thibodeaux play. And actually it was 5. I think it was a bus full of evaluators. And, you know, Thibodeaux said the Giants tested him at the combine interviews, and, you know, he was really strong at the combine, 27 bench press reps, a 4.58 40-yard dash. He's got some good speed. I think with Thibodeaux, he needs to get more comfortable in a 2-point stance at the next level. Has enough power to work against guards sparingly, where you can put Thibodeaux in at the 3 tech position and slide Dexter Lawrence inside to the nose tackle. That can be an option, or you put him at the 5 tech across from Azeez Ojulari. Following the Joe Schoen press conference last night, it sounds like the Giants will be putting him opposite of Azeez Ojulari. And again, plus run defender who punches above the waist at the point of attack, and he's got a wide array of pass rushing moves, and that's why I think this guy is the whole package. The combo of speed and power is very unique when it comes to edge rushers in the NFL, and I think Andre Patterson, Drew Wilkins will both be able to coach this guy up quite well and potentially develop Thibodeaux into an elite pass rusher. And again, cost-controlled contract. You love to see it. Had 9 sacks as a sophomore, or as a freshman, in 2019, 3 as a sophomore in 2020, the shortened COVID year. 2021 stats didn't really jump off the board. There were some character questions. There were some issues about if he was all in on this. He clearly is. Drafted by the New York Giants. By the way, love the kid that made that pick from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Last year at Oregon, had 7 sacks, 12 tackles for loss. He did miss time this past season, starting 9 games, playing in 11, and with those 2 forced fumbles as well. I think he is the whole package and gives the Giants a much needed player to fill a void on this football team. So I really like the pick, and I'm so happy that Kayvon Thibodeaux is a New York football Giant. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, they see shades of Strahan in him. You know, let pump the brakes a little bit, but I really like this pick, and there's a lot of promise there. Now, number 7 overall, once the Giants took Thibodeaux, obviously I was ecstatic because all 3 tackles were still on the board, which is not what I was expecting. We all knew Evan Neal was the pick. I mean, out of the 3 tackles, Evan Neal, in my opinion, is the best one. Evan Neal, 6'7", 337 pounds, junior out of Alabama. He's big, he's nasty, he's physical. He does the job. And Joe Schoen mentioned they're going to start him at right tackle to start out. He's likely going to stay there. And a lot of people like Neal because of his versatility. Out of the 3 tackles, him, Ike Ekwonu, and Charles Cross, people said, well, Neal has the most versatility, and you'd happen to be correct. Ike Ekwonu is more of a true left tackle, only had 1 snap at right tackle in college, And then Charles Cross did not play much right tackle at Mississippi State either. His snaps at right tackle were under 10 during his time with the Bulldogs. So I'm interested to see how Evan Neal fits in on this roster. Again, 1 year at left guard, 1 year at right tackle, 1 year at left tackle. And now the Giants finally have the two cornerstone pieces on each side of the line set for the next decade if this pick pans out. And I think it will. Played with Alabama, great offensive line coach there. Evan Neal, Andrew Thomas, you signed Mark Lewinsky, you got John Feliciano. The Giants might draft a guard in day 2. I mean, the mission to help better this offensive line is in full motion. And, Joe Schoen has done an excellent job this offseason. I just love the fact that Evan Neal is in Big Blue. I was hoping this would happen, and I was not very sure, but I was pretty sure it would happen. Over 700 snaps at right tackle, by the way, and his work ethic really excites me. Never missed a snap or practice at Alabama. There was rumors, he didn't pass a medical. He's going to slip a little bit. He wasn't slipping past number 7. Again, this is a lot of things that the media likes to blow up on guys before the draft. We heard some things about Thibodeaux as well. Neal has started 39 games over the last 3 years. Excellent technique, 34-inch arms, just under 1,500 pass blocking snaps throughout his career, only 36 pressures allowed. He gets low on every snap, which I like for a guy his size. Now, he didn't run a 40-yard at his pro day. I think he might need to shed a few pounds, but other than that, he's outstanding. I absolutely love that Evan Neal is a New York Football Giant. In addition to Kayvon Thibodeaux, I think they're both going to have early effective impacts on this football team. Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal should both be Week 1 starters come the 2022 NFL season. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video of my given reaction on Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal and what they could bring to the table for the New York Football Giants. But before we go, we're proud to plug in our sponsor, BetUS, that is America's #1 favorite sports book. You can bet on the go, anywhere, anytime from your mobile device by using our promo code below at JOIN125. You can get a 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,500. Again, if you enjoy betting, this is the site to use. Once again, folks, that is BetUS, where the game begins. Again, Kayvon Thibodeaux, edge rusher out of Oregon, Evan Neal, tackle out of Alabama, are the newest members of the New York Football Giants. Who will the Giants draft tonight? It'll be left to be seen. I'm really excited. Look forward to it. And I'm so happy I did film breakdowns on these guys leading up to the draft. And both of them are now in Big Blue. And without further ado, let's go Big Blue.